Governor Gavin Newsom's former top aide is expected to skip some of her court appearances for health reasons. Dana Williamson is facing nearly 24 charges following a federal investigation into campaign spending by her and other California government officials and operatives. After her hearing this morning, KCRA 3's political director Ashley Zavala spoke with her attorney.
Dana Williamson did not physically show up to court today, and moving forward, she won't be here for smaller technical court dates like this one. Her attorney, McGregor Scott, who is here on her behalf, says it's for health reasons, noting that she's now on a list awaiting a liver transplant. Scott was in the courtroom today. He used to be the U.S. Attorney for California's Eastern District during President Donald Trump's first administration. Williamson hired him as she is facing 23 federal charges related to 3 alleged separate incidents, including stealing funds from an inactive political campaign, tax fraud, and falsifying records as she was being investigated for taking small business loans during the pandemic. Her 2 alleged co-conspirators, Sean McCluskey, a former top aide to former Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra, and lobbyist Greg Campbell, have pleaded guilty. The update today in court was brief. Federal prosecutors say they have turned over more than 131,000 pages of documents and a lot of digital evidence to Williamson's attorneys. Scott told the judge Williamson's legal team received all of this yesterday and need time to go through it. Scott did stop and talk to reporters after. You told journalists the night that she was indicted here that there was an investigation potentially into Governor Gavin Newsom, and the governor has since come out and said that he has not been questioned by the FBI. He's not part of any investigation that he's aware of. Just your response to that.
Well, I can't speak for the governor. I don't doubt anything that he has said about it. What I can tell you is it was clear to me in our initial meetings with the government that they wanted my client to cooperate in an investigation directed at him, and that's what I know.
Is that still the case, though, as this moves forward?
No, that is water under the bridge a long time ago.
So they're not pressuring her to come up with something about him now?
I want to be sensitive to Ms. Williamson's privacy and her health, but, I mean, she was able to walk out of this building not even a month ago, and I just wonder if there's anything more you can share about why she cannot be here specifically, if you're able to.
Really asking me that question?
I mean, I understand.
She's on a list to receive a liver transplant.
Okay.
Is literally waiting for the phone to ring. I met with her last week, and she looks like a person who's in need of a new liver. Okay, and that's all I have to say about that.
With these charges, Williamson could face up to 30 years in prison. Her next court date is set for February 5th. That's when her trial date could be scheduled. Reporting in downtown Sacramento, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.
Williamson's friends have started an online legal defense fund for her. So far, they have raised nearly $11,000 of their $100,000 goal.